Good evening. It is my sincere pleasure to introduce our first honorees of the evening. I met Ehsan and FATEMA LAYA Bayat on a hearing mission in 2014 and prior to that in Minnesota. And on that first mission alone, we provided the gift of hearing to more than 1,700 Afghan children and adults, and that number continues to grow year after year. And as founders of the Bayat Foundation, Ehsan and FATEMA worked tirelessly to rebuild Afghanistan and to deliver encouragement, hope, and stability to Afghans in need. You know, over the past decade, the foundation has contributed to more than 300 projects to improving the quality of life of newborn babies, children, women, orphans, widows, the elderly, and the poor. They help their country in so many ways that it's hard to just talk about one, to be quite honest. According to the United Nations Development Program, 1 in every 4 children is expected to die before the age of 5 in Afghanistan. Nearly 60% of these deaths are the result of treatable infectious causes. But access to proper health care is often many miles away or simply unavailable. Committed to decreasing these devastating statistics and providing women and all of Afghanistan with the best health care possible, the Bayat Foundation has built or refurbished more than a dozen hospitals across the country. After decades of conflict and unrest, many Afghans were forced to live in poverty and were prevented from obtaining any kind of education, robbing the youth the opportunity to develop the fundamental skills to make an enduring positive contribution to their community. The Bayat Foundation responded to this issue by launching a variety of initiatives, including food drives, annual winter aid packages, orphanage learning centers, reconstruction of the American University of Afghanistan, employment fairs, donation of high-quality textbooks, and much, much more. In addition to their selfless contributions to the people of Afghanistan, the Foundation works actively to improve accessibility to clean water sources, with its core project focusing on creating new water wells in various cities. Would you please direct your attention to the screens for a sample of their work?
When we came to Afghanistan after 2001, the need was so great. It was a country starting off from scratch. There was no water supply, desks in schools, beds in hospitals. Very basic stuff were missing. When my husband and I came, we were overwhelmed with the need in the country.
Throughout the history of Bayat Foundation, we have built over 12 hospitals. We have treated over 1 million mother and child. We have built many schools for kids, dormitories for girls, many clean water wells for Afghans all around Afghanistan. So we try to help them with fundamental needs.
1, 2, 3, Bayat!
Loud good? What does that mean?
It's knocking.
FATEMA. FATEMA. Yeah, that's her name. Well, Ehsan and FATEMA Bayat and the Bayat Foundation are just amazing with the work that they're doing here in Afghanistan, with the healthcare programs they have throughout the entire country, not just here in Kabul. The education programs, they even have clean water programs. These are some of the major needs within this country here.
Hope. Isn't he so adorable?
The Bayat Foundation, which is extraordinary, the efforts they went to make this mission go smoothly and help so many people.
It's one of the God's gifts that, everybody must have. Without it, you're just an old man, but with the earring, you become young again. That's what he said.
I've grown up watching my parents travel back and forth from Afghanistan, and I mean, when I was younger, I didn't understand it, but once you come and you start seeing the children, connecting with your own people, it's only fair to give back what I have to others.
We went through without having lunch, without having a snack, without any breaks. This was because of the passion and the happiness and the joy that this experience gives everyone.
Bye. Everybody would ask that question, why are we here? You know, we could be in Paris or London or anywhere else in the world. But, you know, we're dedicated to help the poor. Commitment to help the poor doesn't really know boundaries. When I see, again, you know, with the Bayat Foundation through the past 12, 13 years, we have done a lot of these works throughout the country.
We never give up hope. I've seen so much progress, social, educational. People are more aware, more use of technology. I'm optimistic that things are going to improve and get better day by day.
So there'll be more cities, more patients, more smiles, more happiness. We're hoping that for many, many years we see these smiles on the faces of our countrymen.
I love that. Just love that. By building a sense of hope and pride in Afghanistan, a more peaceful community and prosperous economy will continue to develop. Our annual visit to Afghanistan holds a special place in my heart. But not only are we providing the gift of hearing, we're giving the people of Afghanistan the opportunity to become a larger part of their growing society. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in welcoming my friends, I consider them family, Ehsan and FATEMA LAYA Bayat.
Thank you. I'm overwhelmed. Bill and Tani, fellow honorees, my colleagues, and steadfast friends from the Starkey Hearing Foundation, the Bayat Foundation, and esteemed guests. 3 years ago, during the second Bayat Starkey Hearing Mission, on a very hot day in Herat, a city in the far west of Afghanistan, I looked at Bill Austin, and I witnessed the true meaning of compassion and determination. We were in an auditorium at the Herat Technical Institute with no windows, fans, or air conditioning, which served as our hearing care center. Hundreds of Afghans awaiting the gift of hearing were crammed inside, and hundreds more were waiting outside. There were mothers with their children, husbands with their wives, all pushing against the entrance, hoping for their chance to hear the voice of family and people they loved. And despite the heat and crowded room and the noise, Bill just worked. He walked alongside his long table, organizing his hearing aids. He went from patient to patient, conducting hearing tests. And he did all of these things without stopping to rest, never thinking of himself. That day, and every day that my wife, LAYA, and I have been blessed to working alongside this treasure to our world, Bill shows us that you live life by giving everything you have to give, and then you give some more. And it is this commitment of selfless, lifelong service to others that we at the Bayat Foundation have been privileged to share in the 4 years we have worked with the Starkey Hearing Care team to bring the gift of hearing to Afghans. Since 2014, in the cities of Kabul, Herat, and Mazar, together the Bayat Foundation and the Starkey Hearing Foundation have restored the hearing of more than 4,000 Afghans. and we are eager. And we are eager, we are ready, and we are determined to provide the gift of hearing to thousands more Afghans in the years ahead.
Good evening. Tonight, Ehsan and I are so honored to receive the 2018 So the World May Hear Award. The title of this award contains many positive and important meanings alongside the honest and powerful hope it expresses to us. When we say so the world may hear, we're also declaring so that the world may hope, and so that the world may love, and so that the world may be transformed. Everyone receiving this award, thank you. Everyone receiving this award, indeed everyone here tonight, works in a different profession, hails from a different state or nation, and each of you have your own unique and compelling life story. But what unites all of us is the desire to be of service to others. We are not helpless. The artist Wayne Gerard Trotman reminds us we all have the ability to make this world a better place, and we can start with one small step, one day at a time. My friends, all of you, individually and collectively, are using your different talents, dreams, and determination to complete the hard but beautiful work of making a world that can be healthier, more tolerant, and peaceful. A world that all of us, regardless of where we're from or where we find ourselves now, and our children can be proud to live in. And for Ehsan and I, along with our family and colleagues at the Bayat Group and the Bayat Foundation, helping to build a better world, starting by helping to build a more peaceful, healthy, and prosperous Afghanistan. A nation where Afghan women, men, girls, and boys have an equal opportunity to attend school and receive medical treatment and build the best lives that they can. In 2005, we launched the Bayat Foundation to nourish the lives of Afghans so that all Afghans can nourish. We started the foundation with humble ambitions and modest resources. We were then, as we are now, simply two people who want every Afghan to enjoy good health, a good education, and an opportunity to build a better and promising life. Today, the Bayat Foundation has sponsored over 400 health, education, social development projects. We've built 13 hospitals that care for 2 million Afghan women, mothers, and children. Right now, in the heart of Kabul city, we're currently building a new maternal, neonatal, and oncology hospital, which will have Afghanistan's first clinic for women. And our new hospital will feature a state-of-the-art hearing clinic, which we are proud to announce this evening will be known as the Bill and Tanny Austin Gift of Hearing Center. My friends, everyone on earth today, no matter who you are or where you come from, has a right to build a life filled with purpose, hope, and love. The work we do with the Starkey Hearing Foundation in Afghanistan is an important and meaningful foundation stone upon which people can stand and build a better life for themselves, a better destiny for their families, and a better future for Afghanistan. In closing, we at the Bayat Foundation thank you again, Bill and Tanny, and your hardworking Starkey Foundation team that has joined us in Afghanistan over the years and supported us from Minnesota. With every measure of gratitude within us for the profound honor of receiving the 2018 So That the World May Hear Award. We thank you for keeping the people of Afghanistan within the most precious places of your hearts and minds. We're grateful to have you on our side. Sorry. And as you welcome us into your great circle of leadership tonight, We make this promise to you. The Bayat Foundation will be your fierce and loyal partner in bringing the gift of hearing, healing, and hope, not only to the people of Afghanistan, but wherever the good and selfless people of Starkey choose to be of service throughout the world. We will continue our partnership in the years ahead with you and hope that you will continue to join us in the vital work of connecting, serving, and bringing the gift of hearings to Afghans. Thank you so much for this honor. Thank you.